Our world is beautiful. We experience this every day. Thus, it's worth to preserve it. Sadly though, this is not occurring on a necessary level. Sustaining a clean and enjoyable environment is only achievable if we handle our waste responsibly. The possibilities and technologies are available. We just need to make use of them. For this, CREED is offering its support. Uncontrolled disposal of waste not only burdens our environment, but also destroys vital resources.
I realize two demands on waste management. First, we have a health problem, and second, we have a problem of climate, sustainability, and recycling of waste. Everybody has an idea what waste means, but especially when we look at the ocean, we have the plastic waste, and this is a disaster. There we have something to do.
In many countries, our members have experienced these problems locally. For 3 examples, Philippines, Kenya, and Brazil, we want to shortly introduce these problems. The Philippines example shows the landfill of a region of almost 2 million inhabitants. Right next to it, more than 300 people live by what they can find on the landfill. Bundled up, these goods are sold to buyers on the street. This is a typical situation for many regions in the world. In many African countries, the situation is similar. An example in an area of Nairobi, Kenya, the whole region, including rivers, is being used for waste disposal. Whole stretches of land become polluted and a feeding ground for vermin of all kinds. Finally, most of this waste finds its way into the oceans through the rivers, where it spreads across the world and becomes a problem for all of us. These problems can be found as well in Central and South Africa. For example, around Sao Paulo, directly on the sea. The people living in these areas treat the ocean as a gigantic dump site. They can often see no other solution, while always being unable to spend financial resources on it. Laws and bans are not bringing about any changes. Through the pollution of the atmosphere and oceans, these problems become our problems.
We are now in Calahunan Dam site in Iloilo City, Philippines. It is now a controlled dump site. We are now in a transition period for the preparation of sanitary landfill here in Iloilo City. We are now accepting 160 tons of garbage coming from downtown area. We are now constructing and operating 2 MRFs, the Material Recovery Facility, which operates and composed of 60 organized waste pickers to sort the incoming garbage or waste.
Training on modern waste treatment plants is one of the main issues from CREED. Our training is based on not just learning facts, it is to look for solutions in their own country, to have an understanding of the technical issues and find solutions for the location the people are busy. Crete has a lot of experience in this field and we want to go ahead.
My suggestions for the technical working group is to consider some of the areas in which I have studied there in the training, in the 3-week training in Germany.
Es ist jetzt mal im Auftrag des BMU und des UBA, vom IFOR-Institut und Öko-Institut mal durchgerechnet worden für verschiedene Länder. Wenn man das ökobilanziell betrachtet und die ganzen Vorketten, das was also an Einsparungen durch Rohstoffsubstitution, durch die Rohstoffe, die wir aus den Abfällen herausholen, wenn man all die Einsparungen an Energie und den Aufwendungen, die letztendlich zu Treibhausgasemissionen führen, zusammenrechnen, kommen wir zum Ergebnis, dass wir etwa 10–15% Treibhausgasreduktion bezogen auf das gesamte Treibhausgasemissionspotenzial eines Landes reduzieren können. Das heißt, die Botschaft muss ganz klar sein, Abfallwirtschaft ist auch Klimaschutz. Nebenbei bemerkt, es ist nicht nur Klimaschutz, es geht auch um Gesundheitsschutz, es geht um Umweltschutz, es geht um Ressourcenschonung.
Crete maintain a network of waste management, extending education, research and demonstration from proven technology.
Crete sees itself as a network of experts from all areas of waste management. This includes plants operators, universities and institutes, as well as associations and manufacturers of plants and components. Here, some of them are depicted exemplarily. A central point of Crete's activities is the information of foreign delegations about the current capabilities in waste treatment. This is demonstrated mainly using disposal facilities of Crete members. However, these processes can often not be transferred one-on-one to visitors' countries. Together with the professional visitors, the concepts are adapted accordingly.
Natürlich ist klar, dass wir am Standort Crete nicht die halbe Welt ausbilden können, sondern wir müssen auch andere Strategien von Crete anbieten, um möglichst viel Wissen ins Ausland zu transportieren. Dieses Ausbildungskonzept nennt man Training on the Job. Es gibt aber eine andere Möglichkeit, wo man möglichst viel Fachwissen an viele Menschen weiter transportieren kann, indem man Lehrer ausbildet bzw. Trainer ausbildet. Nach dem Konzept Train the Trainer. Auf der Polschen Heide werden entsprechend Personen ausgebildet, die dann in ihrem Heimatland wiederum weitere Personen ausbilden.
The correct way of dealing with waste has become a worldwide issue. Responsible handling of these substances is by no means commonplace. Two main reasons for this exist. Firstly, population has almost tripled over the last 60 years. Making it difficult for infrastructure to keep up in the affected countries. Secondly, in these countries, plastics have appeared as a totally new kind of waste, with so far no application. The economically strong countries are major plastic manufacturers. At the same time, these countries are affected by the pollution of the environment and oceans. This leads to an amplified obligation to tackle waste problems worldwide. For this, Crete's members would like to bring in their capabilities to keep our planet habitable.